We have Amanda Vance on right now because I'm an idiot and I couldn't remember her name yesterday. And I said the former Miami Dolphins cheerleader who's on TikTok. And that is offensive. I didn't mean it that way. I just forget names. So Amanda joins us now so that I can apologize and so we can get a little backstory on Amanda and get to know her a little bit better. Amanda, thank you for accepting the olive branch and jumping on with us today. How you doing?
Well, thanks for having me, guys. I'm always happy to do anything Pittsburgh Steelers related, and I'm doing great. I'm excited for the season to matter. Excited for this year. Thanks for calling me Amanda, too, guys.
Well, that's your name. That's probably how I should refer to you. That's probably better than the former Dolphins cheerleader who is on TikTok. I will acknowledge that. So
it's tough.
Yeah.
Being a Dolphins cheerleader, and I posted in Dolphins gear, and people immediately discredit me for being a Steeler fan. But I was a dancer growing up. I did ballet, and the Steelers don't have cheerleaders. I think they should bring them back, but I had to cheer for the Dolphins. I would have cheered for the Steelers, though, if they had cheerleaders.
That's my question, though. Are you from Pittsburgh? Like, why are you a Steelers fan? Like, where did that come from?
My father. Yeah, my father's daughter. So growing up, it was his way or get out of the house. And I wore a Baltimore Ravens shirt home in middle school one day because it was my friend's shirt. And he made me stand outside of my neighborhood and get changed on the side of the street before I was able to come in.
So where did you grow up then?
I grew up in South Florida.
Okay.
Born and raised.
And what made your dad want to be a Steelers fan?
So his father, was a Cleveland Browns fan. And he did not get along with his dad. And so he decided to just become a diehard Steelers fan. And he's from Ohio. So he's from up north. And he hated everybody who was a Cleveland Browns fan. And he said he did it to spite his family. And he's so happy that he made that decision. And when I was born, I was wrapped in a terrible towel. He brought a football to the hospital. And he wishes he had a boy, but at least he has a girl who loves football.
So, Amanda, I feel like whenever I see your videos, and especially throughout the season last year, I feel like you do a little flip-flopping on Mike Tomlin. Like, do you like Mike Tomlin? Do you not like Mike Tomlin? Do you think he's a good coach? Do you think that they're going to win this year? What's the deal here?
So I go back and forth just like any fan. I love Mike Tomlin when he gets us into the playoffs, but I can't stand Mike Tomlin when we're a first-round exit. And I'm sick of mediocre just being the standard. But, I mean, Tomlin's a great coach. And the first thing I think is if we ever let go of Tomlin, there's not a team that wouldn't want him. And I don't want that to ever happen. So I appreciate Mike Tomlin, but I'm just ready to see something other than Bill Cowher's team that he kind of, won off of. I want to see him do it himself.
You have high hopes for this year. I mean, you were down there at camp. I haven't been to camp yet. Well, it's over.
It's over now.
So I missed it. So are you buying this year's version of the squad?
Every year, I'm a delusional fan, so of course I have to buy into it a little bit, but I'm excited. My favorite player for the Steelers all time is Big Ben, and I look back at quarterbacks in that era and guys who kind of led their team to the Super Bowl, and Aaron Rodgers is one of those few quarterbacks we have left in the league. I'm so happy he's on my team. I don't really know what's going to happen with us this year. I love taking our win total over every year, but this is a year where there's so many new pieces. Kind of hard to know what to expect, but I'm going to believe the best. It's either going to be a bad season or 17-0 Super Bowl. So I'm going to go with 17-0 Super Bowl.
I love it. You can follow Amanda on Twitter at Amanda Vance, Amanda C. Vance. I can't read either, yes. Amanda, which is part of the problem. Where you write, I bet on sports for a living and love the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you make all your income off of sports betting. That's I would. Maybe not all of it, and I guess I should frame it in the form of a question, but how did that all start? And, that's pretty damn cool.
It actually started with the Steelers. I started posting on social media. I think it was a Thursday night Bengals-Steelers game, and I said, this game's going to go under. And I hit it, and everybody, started asking for more and more picks. And I just realized I knew the AFC North so well because of it's the way I bonded with my dad. So I knew how to predict games. I expanded my knowledge. And, when COVID happened, I started going down the sports betting route. So, and TikTok, we made fun of TikTok, but it's a great thing with content and being a fan. And there's a lot of opportunities financially that come from using that platform as well.
Yeah, just real quick, like, I didn't even, honestly, I didn't mean to make fun of the medium. It was just, how can I describe Amanda while not remembering Amanda's name? So, again, hand up.
Twitter doesn't like TikTok. Twitter hates TikTok.
Twitter and TikTok are enemies.
And I'm new to Twitter. This is my first year. I've been on Instagram and TikTok, since they started. But this was my this last year was my first year on X. So I'm just learning. And people on there, I mean, you got to watch it, man. I mean, look, we got into a few.
Yeah, they're nuts. It's
No
nuts.
kidding.
It's nuts. Amanda, did you know that Cam Hayward was going through a contract situation before you asked him that question?
Thank you for bringing this up. I do want to talk about this. So I think Schefter tweeted it around 1:30 that day, and I was actually, no phones allowed at training camp. I wasn't sitting on my phone, and, my goal there was to grab some interviews from players, and I got to talk to Jack Sawyer, I got to talk to Caleb Johnson, I saw Cam, and I did not ask him about his contract, though. That's where there's some miscommunication. I asked him to describe the Pittsburgh Steelers in one word, and he said no comment. And so I posted that, and then everybody took it and ran with it. And, it's Cam Hayward, so regardless of what's going on, I thought he would say, great, or something just to pump, the people up. And that's what I was looking for. I wasn't looking to stir the pot, but I think just from the way he answered that was very telling about his situation with the Steelers.
Yeah, that's what led us to even bringing you up yesterday, Amanda, was I thought it was actually a little bit of a tell that maybe the leak came from the Steelers and not Cam Hayward's camp, because he seemed totally caught off guard by the whole thing. Well, listen, we really appreciate you coming on, Amanda. We'd love to do it again sometime, but appreciate you being cool with us and my being an idiot. So thank you.
I want to leave you guys with one thing. Cam Hayward said a couple of months ago when Aaron Rodgers was holding out that if you either want to be a Pittsburgh Steeler or you don't. So that's how I feel about the whole Cam situation. I hope they get it done.
Amanda,
so thank you guys.
Appreciate it. Your dad sounds awesome too. Thanks for the time. Hopefully we'll talk soon.
Awesome. Have a good
Thanks,
one.
Amanda.
Go Steelers.
Amanda C. Vance on Twitter.